My name is Sam Oliver. And first of all, I want to say thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I also want to congratulate you on taking the first step on your journey to becoming a whole new person. It's a journey we will make together, and that's good because I've already made it, and over the last few years, I've helped thousands of other guys, just like you, make it too. I'm going to teach you methods and techniques which you can use in real scenarios and that will give you the kind of magnetic personality that attracts women, beautiful women, straight to you. This isn't a bullshit sales pitch. These are tried and tested skills based on the science of body language and psychology. I've shared these skills with men from over 20 countries, from all cultures and backgrounds. The system works because it's based on characteristics which unite all people and exist in the subconscious brains of all women. These exact same techniques are used all over the world. They are employed by intelligence services and in the legal and business sectors to understand and influence people and situations and move them in your favor. I'm not kidding. Spies use this shit to get information out of people and earn their trust. It works. But you need to know that I can only have this video up for 24 hours. Otherwise, all the people who paid for this advice will be cheated. So whatever you do, stick with me and I'll show you how to be the slickest motherfucker in the room. But before we get into that, I want to tell you how I transformed my life and myself into the kind of person I always hoped, but never truly believed I could be. Now, all the people I've taught up to now have paid for this advice, so make sure you watch this whole video and be sure not to miss out on a system that works and can truly change your life. Later on, I'll teach you the first most important thing about body language. But first, we need to rewind a little so I can tell you my story. I want you to understand my background, to know just how much I had to learn and just how much I had to change to go from a quiet, shy, lonely loser to a confident, take-no-shit social heavyweight with more girls hanging around me than I could ever have dreamed. Now, using these techniques, I can go out, meet women, and take them home. If 5 years ago someone had told me that one day I'd go to a party and sleep with 2 women in one night, I would have laughed in their face. But I swear it happened. But I should be clear. I slept with both of them at the same time. Oh, yeah! So this was me, a skinny, introverted geek who never went out to socialize and spent my weekends alone at home. It wasn't that I didn't want to meet people or talk to girls, but the thought of it genuinely scared me. I used to feel sick in awkward social situations. I didn't even like speaking to people on the phone. Girls I saw at school or when I was out shopping were unreachable to me. I couldn't speak to them. If they looked at me, I looked away. It was really that bad. I was 24 before I got my first girlfriend, and I thought she was the greatest thing on earth. I worshipped her, did anything and everything she asked me to do. In truth, I was so happy she was with me that I was literally her puppet. I truly believed it couldn't get any better than her. Now, after everything I know and have experienced, I know that she was average at best. Now what I'm going to tell you is the story of how this all started, how I first realized that I needed to change. It can take a low point in your life to help you see the mountain you need to climb in order to be happy. And a low point is what I got. After 2 years with my girlfriend, I'd moved houses, changed jobs, and stopped seeing my friends to make her happy. We were living in the city, in an apartment I paid for by working overtime 6 days a week. All the money I made, she spent, and when it was gone, she blamed me for not making enough. One day, she comes home and she says she has this friend called Melissa who is having real problems at home. She tells me she has invited her over for the evening, but she is very shy and really upset. She asks if it would be okay if I went out for a movie or something, so they could have some time to talk. Now, remember that at the time, I'd do anything for this woman, so I said, "Of course, no problem." Then she says I should call when I'm on my way home, when I leave the movie, so she can let Melissa know and she can leave. "No problem," I say, and I go out to the movies. The next week, she says Melissa is coming over again, so again I go to the movies. But this time, when I call home, my girlfriend explains that Melissa is really upset and that I should go to a bar and come home later. So what did I do? I found a quiet bar and got a drink, then another. And all the while, I'm thinking how happy I am to help out my girlfriend and her friend so much. So the weeks pass and Melissa's coming over more and more. Now she's visiting 3 times a week, and I've seen every movie available. Twice. I'm now a regular at the bar next to the movie theater, and the barman there, Jake, he sees me all the time. After a while, I get talking to Jake. I would never have done that at first, but he's a barman and really friendly. He's still a good friend of mine, a really cool guy. So after a while, Jake asks me why I come in there so often on my own and drink alone at the bar. I tell him about my girlfriend and Melissa, and as I'm telling the story, Jake starts to shake his head. "Dude," he said, "are you fucking stupid or what?" "What do you mean?" I replied. "I love my girlfriend, and I'll do anything for her." Jake poured me a drink. "This one's on the house," he said, "but it comes with one condition." "What do you mean?" I asked. Jake smiled and said, "I want you to go back to your apartment right now. Don't call, just go back. Whatever you find there, I want you to know that if you come back here, I'll give you free drinks all night." Now, for some reason, I got this feeling in my stomach, and in the taxi on the way home, I nearly called my girlfriend 4 times. I walked into my apartment, ready to apologize for coming back early without calling, but there was no one there. Then, I hear my girlfriend call out to me from the bedroom, saying I should stay where I am, and that she'll come out. That feeling in my stomach came back, but I found the strength to open the bedroom door, and there she was, rushing to get dressed, with some guy just standing there, naked. It was the most painful and humiliating experience of my life. I've never felt so stupid and used. To think that for the past few months I'd been happy to go out and give her some time with her friend, when all I was doing was help her cheat on me in my own fucking bed. I couldn't say anything. I just turned around and left. The whole thing hurt like hell. And for the first time in my life, I actually felt like a victim. Before, when I was always on my own, scared to talk to anyone, rejection and humiliation were only a possibility. Now, it had really happened, and it made me see that something had to change. I realized my whole perspective on life, women, and importantly myself, was wrong. I went back to the bar, and Jake gave me free drinks all night, and even let me stay on his couch. Like I said, he's a cool guy. Now, it turns out that Jake was studying for a degree in psychology, and all over his place were books about human behavior. Their pages were filled with information on body language and personality typing. I quickly tried to find explanations for why my girlfriend had done this to me, but as I read, I realized that this information, when applied correctly, could do a lot more than tell me that my girlfriend was a bitch. I made a resolution. I wrote down on an old scrap of paper 3 words. I deserve more. And I still have that piece of paper today. Went home and told my girlfriend she had 3 days to leave, rented a hotel while she moved her stuff, and surrounded myself with the kind of books I'd found at Jake's. The next night, I went to the bar. But this time, I made a bet with Jake that by the end of the night, I could get a girl's number. It took me all night, but I did it. This is how it starts. You learn to walk before you can run, but pretty soon you're running marathons. How did I do it? Well, I'll tell you. So here's your first lesson, and this one's free. The most basic skill you need to learn is so simple it's crazy. Any book you read about body language and what it means will talk about this one thing above all else. The key to telling if a girl is interested in you, showing her you are interested in her, and telling if she will talk to you is eye contact. Our eyes can be used to make signals of their own. Ever seen a picture of a girl and she has this dirty, please fuck me look on her face? Well, it comes from her eyes, and she knows exactly what she's doing. Women are generally more aware of body language than men, and they use their eyes far more deliberately. If you learn how to use yours, then you just significantly leveled the playing field. Have you ever caught a girl looking at you but been too scared to hold her gaze? Next time, find some balls and look straight back at her. She will look away, I promise you. But the mistake is to think that means she isn't interested. The truth is, she is submitted to your confidence, and a second later, she will look straight back at you to check you are still there. That's when you smile. If she smiles, the door is open. This is the most basic lesson in eye contact, and there's much more to teach you. The secrets of body language will help you gain confidence, and as soon as that confidence starts growing in your body language, you have taken a massive step toward your goal. That night in the bar, I did my best to catch a girl's eye. I wasn't too good at it at first, but eventually, I was sure that I had a chance with a pretty girl at the end of the bar. The tequila helped me find my courage, and I walked right up to her and said, "Hi." A few minutes later, I had her number. Since that night, I have not stopped reading and learning. I have read entire textbooks on psychology and sexual behavior. I can look over a room and understand people's body language so well that I can personality type them and strike up a relevant conversation instantly. I've studied the science behind seduction, attraction, and juxtaposition. Books, seminars, online courses. I apply the system I've developed whenever I socialize, not just with women, but in life. That's what I want to teach you. I want to teach you the science, the psychology, the chemistry of attraction, and how to use it. I want to give you the confidence to enter a room and own it. It's that self-belief that I'll help you find. I just need to give you the tools to discover it. After 5 years, I now run the courses I once attended. I have produced programs to help people learn and apply these skills, programs thousands of people have benefited from. After all this learning and practice, the result is that I can speak to whoever I like, and I never miss an opportunity with a woman, not ever. I can easily get 10 or even 20 numbers in a night. If I want to take a girl home, I can do it. If I want to reject a girl I don't like, I can do that too. And man, is that satisfying. You deserve more. So let's get going and not waste any more time. Click the Buy Now button at the bottom of the page, and let's start the change that takes you from Home Alone hero to Chick Magnet hero. The techniques I can teach you will help you in every conceivable social situation, and they can be applied in all walks of life. Work, women, getting deals, making your point. All of these things benefit from the program. The system works for everyone, regardless of age or appearance, especially people who really struggle with social interaction. There are tricks and skills I'll teach you to get girls to come to you that will have them enjoying your company and find you attractive. We have already started our journey by talking a little about eye contact, and I've introduced you to the importance of being confident with it. But using it properly is about much more, and the real tricks to eye contact are subtle. Using it wrong makes you creepy. Women don't like creepy. If you are the kind of guy who doesn't much care for this stuff, or already has the confidence and skills to succeed with women and people, then you can close this video now. I don't need to help you. I wish you all the best, brother. I really do. But you don't need me. I am only interested in helping the guys who, like me, struggled and suffered in conversation, social interactions, and with women. But if you are like me, then I can support you through the process of addressing and eventually conquering your fears, opening up the doors to meeting hot women and taking your interactions with them to the next level. Having hot women open up to you and seek out your company is one of the most impressive social skills to have. I can teach you to do this. The skills are based on professional techniques. My users testify to how effective these techniques are. Badam 4 said, "Knowing this stuff is used all the time is so true. Every time I've been stopped by a cop, I've been the victim of dominant body language and didn't even realize it." It's about putting you in control, breaking down the mystery of attraction, and helping you realize that it is all about confidence. I'm going to take you through a process of realization, education, and change. A lot of the secrets to attraction may surprise you, and unlike other products, what makes this advice credible is that much of it actually comes from women. Over the years, and after mastering the basic rules of seduction, the magnetism to women these techniques gave me has led to many friendly relationships with women. I remember thinking, well, I may not find these girls attractive, or maybe the initial chemistry has gone. But these women can give me first-hand advice on what they look for in a man. To be honest, they turned a lot of stuff on its head. Hot women are the best source of information, but getting to the point where they will share this stuff with you can take years. I discovered that women are sneaky motherfuckers when it comes to seduction, that they will lead guys on and play games with them for a host of reasons. Most of the time, they are trying to work you out. You can't hold it against them. Women exist in a very different world to men. But what many of them found surprising was that men don't use the same tricks they do. We can level the playing field, and the effect is obvious. Women respect you for it. They recognize you are no fool. They divulged to me what it was about me they originally found attractive. And this was when I saw the secret for what it was and realized what it was I'd actually achieved. When we broke it down, what it was about a guy they found completely irresistible made no sense at all. My lessons on psychology and body language training will show you the science behind attraction and make you see that it is something anyone can learn. That confidence leads you to the final stage of the journey, where I will reveal to you the secrets I've learned from women directly. It's information that will blow your mind. The thing that attracts women to you without fail is totally fucking weird. Once you understand it, and I explain why it works, then you will know why this system works. If you're the kind of guy who enjoys going out and often finds himself in the company of women, you already have the secret, but it doesn't mean you know what it is. But if that's the case, then like I said, you don't need this video or this advice. Understanding what the secret is really helps you throw out the vibes and energy that make you a hotspot for female attraction. I really don't like calling it a secret. It really isn't that mysterious. But the important thing is that it's not something you can just apply straight out of the box. Honestly, at the time of writing this, I am recovering from a hell of a night where I practiced this skill in front of 3 women, and they loved me for it. They spent all night with me, and one came home with me. She was awesome. The whole point of the program is to give you the skills that make unlocking that final secret completely achievable. If I gave it to you now, I promise that it wouldn't help, because knowing what it is won't help you do it. It's like me showing you a cliff top. You can see it, but you don't have any way of climbing up to it. The lessons in the program will equip you with the tools and supplies you need to reach your target destination. I'm on top of that cliff, having a great time, and it feels amazing. I can get up here real easy nowadays. In fact, you could say I live up there. So, what do these lessons cost? Well, I'll get to that. But first, I want to describe the course so you can see how it is organized to help you and explain the incredible offers I'm including in this deal. The first section is concerned with you. I want to know what makes you tick and why you feel you need this advice to be happier and succeed with women. I will explain to you how your insecurities and confusion are actually caused by influences outside of you, and I will introduce you to knots. Knots? You may be thinking, what the fuck do knots have to do with understanding how to change? I promise you, you will come to understand this analogy and learn how to apply it to yourself. Knots is one of the best realizations I have had. It has come from studying how and why people develop insecurities and end up at a point where social interaction becomes awkward. They are a basic part of the realization process, and they will help you make the first steps toward change. It's like my man Stevie Wonder says, everybody's got a thing, but some of them know how to handle it. My user feedback says it all. Stevie D said, "The knots analogy blew my fucking mind." And Rolfing Ralph said, "That is the best way of looking at your insecurities I have ever heard." I must admit, I am pretty proud of knots. I tell women about knots all the time and they fucking love it. This I will teach you to do. Next, we will start to deal with subjectivity and the fear of rejection. The end of this section will explain to you what it is holding you back and help you identify how to tackle it. Some mania said, "Eyes open, so true." We will then begin to explore the evolutionary basis for the differences between men and women and how those differences affect our behavior. If you accept we are all just highly evolved apes, we can apply what we know about social behavior in other species to people. It makes sense to consider men and women as fundamentally different. Why do men have more aggression than women? Think about nature, and the answer is easy. Understanding where our gender characteristics come from will explain a lot about what is going on in the subconscious minds of women. With realization over, we will move on to education. This is the science and strategy of seduction and attraction. It's a combination of knowing what not to do and what to look for. In these chapters, we will begin to break down the illusion of attraction and seduction, showing them to be no more than simple behavioral reactions. If you perceive love and attraction to be about some spiritual chemistry between people, then I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed. The truth is, attraction is like baking a cake. Get the ingredients right, and as long as it looks good, people will want to taste it. Over the next chapters, we will look in depth at body language and human psychology, personality types, and the Young-Myers personality test. Herbie Zombies was totally blown away with the personality typing. "This was so interesting, I nearly wet myself." Easy now, Herbie. Pissing yourself is not attractive. I will not teach you how to do this. Other people have found it helped them understand themselves more, and that can be useful in a lot of ways. Dope Dog Dan said, "I actually found this to be totally amazing. It made so much sense to me and explains a lot of the things I do." Twilight666 said, I never really thought of it like that before, but so much more makes sense when you understand personality types. Damn right it does. Once you accept the nature of personality, you can use that knowledge to build from. Again, it will help destroy any notion that this is something you can't learn. It totally is. I will explain juxtaposition, eye contact, negative signals, qualities of attraction, female social behavior, and much more. Game Area 567 said, with this body language shit in my head, I feel like a tiger on the African savanna. Well, first off, Game Area 567, tigers are not found in Africa, but I get your point. QWERTY987 said, I was standing right there, and she did the fucking flick, just like the book describes, and I knew she wanted me to kiss her. The flick is a killer. If she does that, you are totally in there. Once the science is clear, we can start looking at how we can use all this knowledge to achieve our final level of enlightenment and unlock the secret of attraction. That's not some Buddhist thing. It's just about getting to a place where it all makes sense. The idea is that by that point you'll already have the secret beginning to form inside you. I just show you where it is. Simple as that. It really is some deep and meaningful shit. I'm serious. It's amazing. And I know you'll totally see it to be the truth. There is so much to learn about how people think and behave, but ultimately the message and knowledge that it gives you is the most empowering realization you can have ever. I will put you in a place where everything is different. Rejection becomes impossible, and success is all about nothing more than dedication and commitment. It changed my fucking life. It has changed the lives of thousands of other dudes too. Sandman01, worth it, 100%. Trey Gomez, amazing, loved it. Marky P, didn't expect this to make so much sense and be so helpful. G Dogsmack, great name. By crikey, this was brilliant. I'm an eye contact master. Will1234, shit name. This was really helpful to me. After all these years, I can say it with complete confidence. I truly 100% know the secret to what makes men attractive to women. And it is fucked up. Now, you need to be a good boy when you get the product. Don't go jumping to the last chapter in the hopes of a quick fix, okay? It simply doesn't work like that. Saying that, I just know you impatient fuckers will skip straight to the back. But when you do, and I know you will, you'll see the importance of reading all the chapters in order. Now, what will this cost? I am not gonna fuck you around. This is my job, and the publication of this information marks a special moment for me. I genuinely want to help guys who feel they lack these skills. I want to share this special program with anyone that feels they need it. And there are plenty of guys that do need it. I also want to make it available to as many people as possible. These techniques are relevant. They work today, and compared to stupid self-help books, I'll give you the real-world challenges to attempt and test for yourself. You'll learn actual social tools which you can use whenever you want. Now, in the special offer running with this video, I am including a host of extra support material, additional to the original ebook designed to help you develop your social skills. These resources are filled with specialized advice for particular situations, breaking down the information I've shared with you into even more detailed scenarios. These include advanced body language, video tutorials, FAQs, special seduction strategies, and more. You'll get guidance on what to say, how to say it, and the kinds of witty banter and comments girls love in men. I'll give you tested subjects and teach you how to lead a conversation without her even knowing it. You can then interject with pre-planned lines to show her how much you know and think. And make it clear to her you are the kind of guy she wants to see more of, or even go home with. I've developed these systems over years, and it hasn't been easy. I've taken courses myself, and in many cases, I've had to learn the hard way. I don't want you to have to do the same. I can save you a lot of bother and embarrassment by arming you with the knowledge and skills it has taken me years to collect. Now, for all these resources, $200 would seem a fair price. It has been years of work and effort, and especially when I regularly charge more than that for a seminar on just one of these subjects. But it won't cost you anything like that. Having this system finally available in a written, accessible form has meant that I can offer it to you for much less. So you need to click the special offer button below and find out how insanely I am offering the complete system for today. Now that will give you everything. My entire fucking system. Even the stuff I have kept to myself. Everything I've learned and heard directly from women. Every trick. Every strategy. All the research I've done on personality types. All the lessons. All the knowledge. And if you get on board today, I will throw in the latest course I've just developed. It's what I like to call Like a Boss. The Like a Boss program has been designed by me for people who are still having trouble achieving that top level of enlightenment, helping you find and apply the secret of attraction. It's a progressive course that works with the original book, helping you apply the things you have learned along the way. It was developed for those really shy guys who struggle the most, and the feedback has shown they work. Jerry said, "These tasks were simple, but they helped me so much." Loki Man said, "It's crazy to go to the store with the mission to make a person that works there laugh, but I did it, and I feel great." I've taught these methods in online seminars to hundreds of students for $199 at a time. But I'm giving these to you completely free as part of this special offer today. It's a one-time only payment for a huge reduction in price. So like I said, you need to click that special offer button and see just how much you'll save by purchasing today. This will give you access to everything I have to teach and say, as well as updates to the Like a Boss system, of which I'm really proud. That course does not require you to talk to women from a sexual perspective. It's a series of target missions designed to build and develop social confidence. No joke, I'll send you on missions like a secret agent or some shit. Additionally, I'll give you access to the members-only article board, allowing you to get my latest updates and customer-requested articles. It's a complete deal. And I'll give you my personal 30-day guarantee that if you're not satisfied with the content and resources that you are provided with, I'll refund the entirety of your payment. As well as this, I'll throw in the Advanced Body Language System. This is a detailed step-by-step guide to reading and using body language, how to maximize your skills in giving out attractive energy, and how to tell what kind of personality you are dealing with when you talk to a girl. It's specific to certain female personality types, and it's like an armory of specialized weapons to take on any challenge. It will help you understand what these women are looking for, and go into far more detail about what body language means to the different kinds of women you are going to interact with. After this offer, buying these modules separately will cost you a couple of $1,000, so don't miss this opportunity to get them all today for much less. Now, the system has worked for me and thousands of others, and its lessons and techniques are tried and tested. If you want them, you need to click on the Order Now button below and get access to these resources right now. In seconds, you'll have everything you'll need to succeed with women. If, like me, you wanted to change, then you must make that choice and take the steps to do so. It's fine to get help. Jake helped me, and I'll help you. Our billing is discreet and secure, and a one-time payment is all it will ever cost you to get all the resources you'll need to become far more successful with women. All that's left for you to do is get started on the program and start discovering the amazing strategies you'll need to reach your goal of attraction. It is something everybody can achieve, regardless of your nationality or age. It's a skill you learn, and I want to be your coach. So come on, man. Quit fucking around and get with the program right. You deserve more, and you'll